Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full speed.
Now Harris on first down. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Harris. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. This one complete to Coleman. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, Kincaid. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, it's Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kincaid to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here we go.
On third down, Kincaid. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back him up, back him up.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Harris. Complete here. It's Hyde. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Got it. 97's the mic. Man, I got you. Check 9. Hey, Sam on. Go.
They'll run on first down. Harrison. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Lock it. Switch it. Yo, go. Come to me, it's me. Check 90. You're out. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Safe. Leo. Ready?
They'll try the left side. It's Harrison. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
6-0 our score after 1. Looking to throw. Harris firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Chubb.
I got you, boy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Harris. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Harris. And he completes it to Cohen. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Harris now from the gun. He'll throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. Harris, incomplete, into the hands of Fowler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end. Zone for a Browns touchdown from 19 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
50, plant. 57.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 36
Shoot.
Off the play fake. Kincaid. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, lock it. Yo, go.
Now a give, right side. Harrison. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go, boys.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 52. 61. Matchbox lights. Check 3. Check 3.
Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Kincaid. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
That's our ball. Going the other way.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, me and you all day.
Ready? To throw is Harris. A final shot before break. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Guard. Sit.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Rock it. Step.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
SOS.
Look at me. Door.
They'll try the left side. Harrison. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
18 Gator.
You better be afraid of me. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's complete to Mitchell.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kincaid. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Here we go.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Go! 15 lining. 15 lining. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 5.
Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down. He completes it to Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We own them. Clear.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards to pick up there, good for a Cleveland first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
70, Indy. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check, 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 check. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Open space inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 24 yards out, and the Browns get a score closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on 1st down. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Tight end left, tight end left. Even.
Throwing on first down. Kincaid. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Kincaid buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Squeeze. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Harrison. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Kincaid. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Harris throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Harris operating from the gun. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harris firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Harris. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it. They're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Back to throw. Harris. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Harris. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill. 5.
On 1st down, Harrison. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Go. 10-2 stop. 6-6. Bullet hot. Lead grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Out, 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 out. Sponge, sponge. Fair. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Under crunch. Get it.
On fourth down, Kincaid. And he's got his man on the out route. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check. Tighten up. Roll out. Slam. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris now from the gun. He'll throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Harris. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,